Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the views so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick peer review. Another Timbo variant from this year. This one from Cloudburst in Seattle, Washington. They have a cool, their label looks similar to the normal Timbo. I think there's a different color scheme, but it looks cool. I've actually been to Cloudburst. I was there in 2018, I think it was. Went up to Seattle for a University of Washington football game. We went to Cloudburst, and it was awesome. They were blasting hip-hop music the entire time we were there. It was pretty haze-forward when we were there, if I remember correctly. But a cool spot. I love Seattle. It's such a rad town. So, this beer comes courtesy of my man Eric. I appreciate you, bro. It says it's going something. It got smudged. This was canned July something. I think the end of July. So I don't know, 6 weeks in the can time of recording. It's been fun drinking the different Timbo variants this year. I apologize again for the noise that you're hearing. It's an air conditioning unit that's in the garage because it's been triple digits for a long time and I can't survive out here without it. So sorry. Sorry, not sorry. This beer is crystal clear. It is that sunshiny yellow, finger of bright white head. I mean, there's some bubbles in the glass. It's fairly still. We actually just did a Highland Park Hands of Josh review, and it looked exactly like this beer. So this one's 5.8%. You guys probably know that if you watch the other Timbo videos that we did. All mosaic. Smell it. Ooh, this is very like fruity mosaic. That's what's been the fun part about drinking all these Timbo variants. They're so different, even though they're using the same hops. I'm guessing, like, you know, whatever house yeast the guys use when they are brewing at their spot has something to do with it too, like the differences. But this is almost like blueberry, like Jolly Rancher. It's sweet candy. A little bit of like mosaic dankness, but not crazy. This is very fruity, very sweet. Tons of blueberry though. It's crazy. And like a nice, yeah, it almost has like a zesty kind of citrus thing. Maybe like lemon. And then a good amount of like just white bread crust. So let's go and taste it. Eric, cheers. Thanks, bro. Timbo's so good. Love this beer. That like fruity candied hop thing that you're smelling, it tastes exactly like that. I was kind of waiting for it to get dank. There's a little bit of like earthy dankness, middle of your tongue. And I was waiting for it to have like a little bit of like a bitter bite, but it doesn't get bitter. This is just fruity blueberry mosaic goodness. It is so crisp and light and crushable. Super dry on your palate. That little bit of like lemon citrus thing that we smelled, I think it's there, like kind of mid palate to finish. And then yeah, just like a nice sweet like white bread kind of a vibe on the back end of your palate. This is a fun version of Timbo. It's so candied, so fruity. It's awesome. I love when mosaic is dank. I really do. And I love when mosaic, when you have like a bitter beer with mosaic in it. This is not that. This is just a light, super crushable, dry, fruity blueberry bomb of a beer with a little bit of like lemon zest and a nice like white bread finish. It's fucking awesome. This has been one of the better variants. I think this and North Park have been my favorite so far. I really enjoyed the Pine House version, but my can was so flat. Like, this beer looks very still in the glass, but it's prickly on your tongue. But yeah, there's no bubbles. But it like at least feels like bright and prickly on your palate. It's good stuff. So, I mean, listen, if you've watched the other Timbo reviews, Timbo is awesome. I love it. I'm kind of saying the same thing about all these beers, but it's been fun to drink all these different variants. So that is the Cloudburst version of Timbo. Did I say they're in Seattle? I did. Eric, I appreciate you sharing this one. I'd send him some Timbo versions from here, and he sent me the one from Seattle. So he sent me another Cloudburst beer that I need to review. I'm going to do that here shortly. So do you guys have this version? Let's talk about it. If you've had any Timbo, we can talk about that too. So that is it. Appreciate you guys watching. See you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.